Hello there. Tonight's brush is my Ever Ready 100 with a 20mm golden nib finest knot in it. Tonight's razor is my Torrey 6/8 barber's notch with paddock scales. Beautiful blade, beautiful scales, lovely. The soap tonight is Fuzzy Face Lavender. Now, you guys know that I am really picky about lavender scents. This scent is lovely. It's to me what I would call a pure lavender scent. There is a strong scent of soap to my nose as well, which I like a lot. It's why I like things like Mitchell's Wool Fat and stuff like that. I like that soapiness because that's what this is a soap. So I'm not looking for a perfume. I'm looking for a soap. But it's got a lovely, lovely, natural lavender scent. And just wonderful stuff. I've had this pup for a bit, but I've set it aside because, quite honestly, this soap was sent to me by James Presley, and he sent me some samples too, and I had like 3 or 4 samples. I can't remember how many now. I think 3. About 3. And they were lovely. I've done them. I've reviewed them here. And this was the full puck that he sent. One of the full pucks he sent me. He also sent me orange peel, which was wonderful. And there's a review on that as well. But because it's a lavender soap, I sniffed it through the packaging a bit and stuff like that. It smelled promising. But I am so critical of lavender scents that I wanted to wait a bit. Because I've had a lot of lavender scents that, in my opinion, and this makes a wonderful lather. I've heard a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a few people that have said that this soap, in the beginning, when you first start to use it, is difficult to lather. I've not found that to be the case. I had 0 issues with this soap, with Fuzzy Face soaps from the very beginning. They lather wonderfully well for me. And the lather's a nice creamy lather with a nice, lovely sheen on it. This is a glycerin-based puck, but it's lovely. And this lavender scent is nice and strong when you lather it. That's another thing about lavender scents that has been a problem for me before, is that you get a wonderful lavender scent when you smell it off the puck, but when you begin to lather it, the lavender disappears. You can't smell it anymore. I would give this a 7 or an 8. Actually, I'd give that an 8 all day long, as far as from 1 to 10, the amount of strength of the scent. And all of that is subjective, which is a lot of the reasons, which is why I don't rate a lot of soaps with numbers, because everything about shaving, everything, anybody tells you any different, I would say is misinformed. Almost every aspect of wet shaving that we like to bandy about and argue about is all subjective to the person. The only thing for me is, you know, I have to have some way to tell you, what's the scent strength. This is a really robust, in my opinion, lavender scent. It is just up my alley. I'm enjoying it just sitting on my face because that's one of my biggest pet peeves of lavender soaps is most people don't want to do a pure lavender scent. They want to do something with sage or some other type of woody kind of stuff or something. Something that makes the soap to them smell masculine. Because they're afraid men won't buy it. It'll smell too feminine if they just do a straight scent. Trust me, soapers, there are men out there, and I'm one of them, and I know others. They're looking for that straight floral scent, and they don't give a rat's hind end what anybody thinks about whether they think it's feminine. I don't care. I like the lavender, and I'm 52 years old in a couple of months in December, and if I want to like lavender, you know what? I've been around on this planet long enough to understand that I am a man, and I don't have any issue with my masculinity, and if I want to like lavender, I'll like it, and I'll tell everybody I like it. I don't care. There's a lot of men out there like that, and you're really, really missing what I think would be a huge clientele for the basic floral scents. Lavender, rose, lilac, honeysuckle, all kind of floral scents that, men like. There are men that like that. Try one or two. Advertise it like you do all your other soaps. And see for yourself. The worst you can do, some of you artisans, you run a scent for a while and then you say, well, I'm not producing that this year. Why don't you give a floral a try that way? If you don't want it, if it ends up where it doesn't sell, don't produce it next year. I bet you'll be surprised. My opinion, guys and gals. And that's something else. Somebody like Maria Armin or Irina. Some of you lady soapers. Micah Gillum. You need to show the men soapers what boldness is all about, because I really believe that some of the lady soapers that we have can do lavender in a lovely, lovely, or rose, or any of a number of the floral scents in a wonderfully sophisticated way. And I really would invite you to try that and see. One scent, it's not going to kill you either way. Especially some of you guys got like 2-3 dozen scents. So, try it and see. Vanya Lady has a lavender scent that I'm going to be trying soon. I've got a sample of it. And just from smelling it, I can already tell you that I'm pretty sure that I'm going to love that soap. So, But I want to kind of spread my lavenders out too, because I love lavender and I want to enjoy them. Get to know them. Each individual offering from each individual artisan. Lovely. Hands are going well. Some of you might know that I had issues for a long time being able to use a straight a lot because my hand tends to shake at times. Well, it looks like I've got that issue licked, but I can tell you right now that my hands they're not doing all that great right now, but I'm shaving just fine, so I'm really grateful for that. Nice big fat blessing there. Alright, I had an exceptionally close shave last night. And so I think that's all that I'm going to need. Some cold water. Lovely soap. Got a really good price. Wonderful pure lavender scent. James, thank you. That's fantastic. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Thank you for joining me. God bless you. And I will see you later.